Here we are on our Northern Trail Outfitters homepage, built on top of our storefront reference architecture. This is our complete storefront template based on e-commerce best practices that help our merchants get up and running quickly. And we're going to show you how easy it is for NTO to build engaging commerce experiences quickly. For the purposes of this demo, let's pretend that I am Amanda. I'm shopping for a camping trip coming up. Blue is my favorite color, so I'll select this jacket, click my size, and add it to the cart. Next, I need new shoes. This one has 5 stars and looks comfortable for hiking, so I'll add this to my cart. Now that I have everything I need for my trip, I'll go right to checkout. I'll check out as a guest today. The shipping method we're using is standard and driven by Commerce Cloud. In the future, as we advance our inventory service, we'll tell you about how this is going to be driven a little more by our orchestration service and inventory logic. But for right now, this is off the shelf of the Commerce Cloud features. I'll put in my information and submit my order. And now I get confirmation with my order number. Behind the scenes, we're taking that order, capturing it, and moving it over to the Salesforce platform seamlessly because order management is natively integrated with B2C commerce. So let's see what that looks like. If you use Salesforce, you might recognize this. This is the app picker. This lets you pick which application in Lightning that you want to use. There's Service Cloud, Sales Cloud, Community Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Chatter, and our brand new application, Order Management. I'll click into Order Management and see what's going on. The first place I want to go is to see all my orders, so I'll click there. Sure enough, there's our newest order right on top. This usually takes a couple of seconds to come in to the Lightning platform from Commerce Cloud. We also just wanted to highlight this list view. It's so awesome because you don't have to build it. You can focus on building order management functionality, and this list view with all the drag and drop columns, dynamic sorting, and all the filters and charts is all out-of-the-box functionality that you can take advantage of thanks to our 20-year mature platform that is ready to go. So, I'll go ahead and click into our order now, which is what you see on this screen. Here, we see the order summary details. This is the main view of an order in the order management application. I can see all of the financial information associated with this order at the top left, including totals, adjustments, tax, and shipping. I can see who placed the order in the top center box and historical cases that the user has had. I can see orders they've made in the past. I can see when the order was placed, what the status is, what the billing address is. But the magic starts when we can start to see those child objects. When we create the order summary, the order lifecycle service we mentioned before is actually creating around 9 child objects associated with that, each of which has a different role to play in the order lifecycle management process. As you can see, we have child objects for the jacket and the shoes. And below that, we can see the payment authorizations. So you can see that the customer used their credit card to pay in this instance, and when they checked out, we authorized the amount but haven't captured it yet because we haven't fulfilled the order yet. Fulfillment order is one of those 9 objects that we create that's really crucial to the whole workflow management. Fulfillment order is what gets sent to the warehouse. You send this to your WMS and say, here's a ticket. You have to fulfill this. Somebody go on the floor, go pick and pack this, put it in a box, and ship it off, right? So let's click into this fulfillment order. And the result is this. We can see all of the line items on that order have been updated to fulfilled. That payment information has gone from authorized to captured in the full amount. And against the fulfillment orders, we've gone and created an invoice object. Click on the invoice link. This is the record that will now interface with your ERP system for all of your financial accounting. These systems continually update so that you can get a real-time view of what's going on at all times. As I mentioned, we're utilizing and heavily dependent on a tool called Flow. Flow is the brain of our order management system. First thing we'll do is create a fulfillment order. Here's a simple fulfillment order scenario where I get the order in. I found out where I want to fulfill it, then get the products associated with the order payload. We loop through that product list and build on it, and we assign based on location fulfillment orders to those different line items. So that's the ticket assigned that gets sent to your WMS. Then we create the fulfillment order object, get the order summary associated with this particular order, and append that fulfillment order to the corresponding order summary. As you can see, Flow is super powerful in the sense that it's all drag and drop. This allows you to extend our out-of-the-box flows with your own business process. So, after we got the response back from the warehouse, we initiated another flow. This is the create invoice and ensure funds flow. This comes into play when the warehouse sends you the confirmation that the order has been shipped. So then we get the fulfillment order associated with that, create a shipping object, create an invoice object, ensure funds and capture payment against that invoice. Then we go back to the order summary and update the order summary accordingly to reflect all of the financial changes. Now, customer X is back on the website and thought he'd have his order by now, so he's wondering what's going on. Remember, he wasn't authenticated because he checked out as a guest before. So he's going to put in his name, email, and question into the chat feature. First thing that happens is you think he might get routed to the agent in service, right? No. First, we'll get routed to the bot. The bot asks him what he wants to do, and the customer will select recent orders from the options. You don't have to type in a response to the bot. Just click from the pre-selected menu. From there, we'll see a list of the customer's recent orders. So here are some highlights. You can use customizable objects for this display. If the order date is today, say today. If the order date is earlier in the week, say the day of the week, Wednesday, for example. If earlier than that, use the actual day, August 2, 2019, for example. This is an example of the flexibility of the platform to meet your needs. Click on what the customer ordered today at the top. A customer service rep in the call center hears the inbound ring and accepts the case. This initiates an interaction with the CS agent on the service backend. Once the case is accepted by the CS agent, the chat transcript automatically populates on the left-hand side, and they can see the metadata associated with the chat transcript in the middle portion. They can also see the purchase in the account and the case that was automatically created as soon as the customer selected Transfer to Agent option. This case view gives us a 360-degree view of the customer. We can see the past cases for the customer as well. And if I scroll to the right, I can also see the order summary details associated with the case. So let's click into Order Summary. Do you recognize the UI in the Order Summary? It is the same Order Summary record detail page that we saw in the context of the order management application. That's because it's the same platform. So while we're viewing it in the Service Cloud console right now, we're looking at the same data and have the same information as I would in the OM application itself. From here, the CS agent will engage in the chat asking the customer to detail the issue. I want to return the jacket, it just didn't fit right. So I'll select the jacket and click Next. The return is successful. On the customer side, I'll get a message from the CS agent that my return was processed, and I am all set.